All right. Oh. So I am streaming on Twitch. I am streaming on TikTok, YouTube, and Facebook. What a day this has gone. What a day, guys. Whew, sorry. Ran upstairs. Grabbed my water. So I haven't gone live on TikTok in a while, tell you the truth. Some toxic people, holy cow. Let me tell you, y'all are some vicious mofos on that platform. I'm on Twitch right now. I just fired it up. Sometimes it takes a minute or two for everything to kind of get put together. What's up, man? What's up? How are you tonight? So, guys, I am on both Twitch and on TikTok. Tonight I'm just kind of, doing the usual. But I just want to do just chatting. I don't know. I play games in the morning. That's fun. And tonight I kind of want to apply to a couple of coaching jobs across the country, just because it's kind of one of the things I do every once in a while, whether I know I can get it or not. I'm all right, and you any good at soccer? I mean, I played in this, if that helps, the Gothia Cup. I mean, I played in that. I played in the Final Four in LA. I've played college. I've done a whole bunch of stuff. So, am I good at soccer? I'm okay. I know how to play, know how to coach. So, well, you'd be surprised. I actually get more views in the morning on Twitch than I do in the evenings. Sometimes I get quite a few. Sometimes it's not so bad, but typically in the evenings it's hit or miss, right? I might get a few in the evenings, but to tell you the truth, it's up and down. But in regards to am I good at soccer, I'm not going to say I love to do skill moves. I like to do the step over, the crossover. I don't really prefer doing like scissors or whatever. But what's up, Jesse? What's up, AM? What's up, Guillermo? What's up, guys? So once again, I am live on TikTok. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on Facebook. I am live across the board. So if I answer a question that's not in the chat, it's because it's not in your chat. So, but all right, let's see. So tonight I will be applying to a couple of coaching jobs. I've been pushing for club teams because I like working with youth. It's one of those things I'm most excited about. What's up, Sebastian? Happy to see you in the Twitch chat, my friend. Let's see. I have a multi-stream chat. Okay, good. The multi-stream chat is working tonight. Thank God. Thank God. That was not working the other day. But yeah, it's been good. It's been good. It's been stressful. I know I unfollowed a bunch of y'all. Coach, you was on YouTube a couple days ago. I'm on YouTube right now, my friend. Right now, I'm on YouTube streaming live. So you can talk. I have a multi-stream on my OBS. Where it shows me all of my chats, and then of course I got the chat here so I can see what's going on. So, yeah, it's fun. We got a couple things going on. It's one of those things where I'll still answer questions, soccer related questions. Ryan, I'll tell you the truth, it's very hard to keep making TikTok videos. It's just not rewarding to do that. Jesse, send me a message on TikTok, okay? Send me a message. I mean, it's not just you, my friend. Seriously, I unfollowed about over 5,000 accounts. And here's the deal. When I unfollowed that 5,000 accounts, it really opened up my eyes to how broken TikTok's algorithm is. So I was going through, and it would say follow, yet I was friends with the person. And yet it's still... How do you get more... How, Joel? Let me know. Because honestly... I get the views. Like, the views is not a huge ordeal. It's the follower count that's the issue. So, I played at Williams Baptist College for a little bit, and then I transferred up north. So I played for a private school, and then I transferred to another school, and then I decided that I just wasn't happy with it being a player. So then, the mic is because of Twitch and TikTok. So I'm not just on here. I'm actually on a whole bunch of other different platforms that require the microphone. So I am working on getting a new one. This one's old. I've had this one for quite a while, but I use it whenever I do my podcast. So hopefully I'm trying to stream more, Joel. I really am. I'll think about it. I'll think about it, Joe. I mean, I definitely. Why is that a question? Oh, by the way, that ignorant comment from the boy. Guys, I did do a new podcast earlier tonight talking about racism and basically negativity in the sporting world on my podcast. So if you do, please check it out. You can go to it at anchor.fm/Shrewsbury Soccer. You can check out all of my podcasts. But my last one focused on negativity with the athletes, and basically what you guys have basically been doing on here. Some people have done that in real life. Like, they will actually think what they say has no effect. And that's the funny thing about it, is that, you guys will be online, right? You'll basically be saying all these horrible, hateful things, and then once you get into the real world and you say those things, you have immediate repercussions. The biggest problem with TikTok is the fact that you guys can say whatever you want and no one knows who you are, and you think you're safe that way. But tell you the truth, if you think it, if you say it, if you react to it, if you post it online, eventually that's going to come out and it's going to affect you. And I had this kid once basically yell at some poor girl running with the head covering on, and she was basically like, "Oh, look, she must be late for her terrorist group meeting." Really? Really? You would say that? That's awful. Okay, Christopher, I wasn't born yesterday, you idiot, so that's not going to work with me. Oh, yeah, guys, by the way, I'm being a little less PC because I'm kind of tired of most of y'all's immature bullcrap. So, actually, I'm going to report you because that is pretty bad. Let's see. It's hate speech, submit. Tonight I'm not playing anything. Earlier I was playing FIFA 21. Tonight I'm not doing it. I'm not going to stream games tonight. I don't know. I don't really want to. I was playing this morning and then kind of want to chat right now because there's a couple things I want to get done, but people are asking me to go live, so here I am. So any advice for fullbacks? So one of the most important things about fullbacks that you definitely want to make sure that you can understand is cutting off the lanes, the central lane. So a lot of times fullbacks will either get sucked out to the outside line and they don't have anyone to cover for them, or they'll step too far up to support the outside mids or the wingers or the offensive half of the field, and they aren't able to recover, so therefore you lose a lot of covered space in the defense. So one of the things I tell a lot of fullbacks and outside mids is like, how far can I step up? Well, you can typically step all the way to the other side of the field, but you can't step further than you can recover. So if you step too far up and you can't recover that much, you're not helping yourself or your team out. So make sure that if you step all the way up, that you can step all the way back just as quickly. What's up, Adam? Got game? How are you tonight? Thank you for joining me. Joel, I'm a good friend who got thousands of views sometimes, but do you want me to tell you what to do? Man, I will. It's all good, Joel. It really is. Just the fact that you're sharing and helping out, that's all that matters. Believe it or not, it just takes a little bit of poking and prodding and sharing as much as possible. So, but yeah, as a fullback, patience. One of the things that just blows my mind with fullbacks is that people think, what's up, Moose? I like that name. I'll use Discord eventually. I'll go to Discord, maybe. Anyways, so whenever it comes to fullbacks, one of the things that you have to remember, you don't have to physically take the ball away from your opponent to win the ball. Your goal and your objective is to prevent them from scoring on you, right? So don't give them the opportunity to cut inside, take the middle line. That's the thing that happened with Barcelona. Their fullbacks were not adding pressure. They weren't cutting off the center lane. And it was just mind-boggling to watch their defense just completely fall apart. What are your opinions on 3-back formations and 5-back? I don't I love both of them, right? So 3-back, in my opinion, I prefer 3-back. When I played center back, I liked having just the 2 fullbacks with me and the stopper in front who went up and back and played more of that center defensive mid position. When you play, the mic is because I'm streaming on more than just one platform. I'm streaming on literally every major platform except for Instagram and Twitter tonight. So, but my opinion on 3-back or 5-back. So the 3-back is much more controllable. I control it so much better because if I only have to yell at 2 people to step up or to drop back to effectively run the offsides trap, then it's a lot easier. When you're trying to run with 5-back, you can get caught with too much space in the back. So it's just one of those things that, how well does your team communicate? The more people you have in the back, the more issues you're going to have. Cool. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much. You've been entered into the GMR Adidas drawing. You're the first one to go. So the 5-back, it's like that chain of communication, right? If you don't have someone in the back that can actively say, step up, drop back, you need to step, or you need to drop back, then you have a break in communication, so therefore you're not able to really be effective. I did. Thank you so much. I appreciate it more than you could possibly know. It means a lot. It means the world to me. I can answer questions. But with the 3-back, I just feel like it's more control. You have more control with it. And it's just better, right? You're just able to really understand and communicate more effectively. Because would you rather talk to one person and make $1 million or talk to 5 and then split it? Yeah, it's not a good example, but you get the idea. So what's up? What's up, all the new people in my TikTok chat, guys? Thank you so much. So if you're wondering why I have the microphone, once again, I'm streaming on both Twitch, on TikTok, on Facebook, on YouTube, everything but Instagram. So also, I'm answering questions across the board. So if you have any questions, let me know. Sebastian, I'm kind of following up with a lot of local clubs. I really want to try to work with more youth clubs because to tell you the truth, if you can't build from the ground up, well, then your college life is going to suck. And that's what I'm so happy about. It's like I've got so many great players that I've been working with, and their progress has just been phenomenal. I'm just absolutely proud of all of my players. Having problems with passing, can you explain how to? First off, what are the problems you're having? What problems are you having with when it comes to passing? Is it accuracy? Is it power? Is it soccer IQ on how you should be passing? Like, there's a lot of different things that kind of come to it. So let me know exactly what issues you're having with passing. What do I look for in a goalkeeper? I look for a goalkeeper who's aggressive, is not going to take any crap from anybody, will listen. So you can be a good leader, but you also need to make sure that you're putting forth the effort in order to, organize your defense, right? Because you can see the entire field, what's behind them, what's to the sides. You basically have the entire field in front of you. So you need to make sure that you're commanding, you're organizing, you're making sure that your defensive back understands, hey, there's a guy coming back door, there's a guy coming down the left side of the field. We need to mark up in the middle because we're leaving too much space. So be vocal, be aggressive, and don't hesitate. Hesitation is one of the worst things that you can possibly have. What's up, Zer? Jonathan? What's up, guys? Hopefully I'm not talking too loud. Although my son, passed out. He started school today, which is... Oh, I'm getting old. I feel old. My son finally started school. What do I look for in a good CDM? Most importantly, someone who can command the top of the 18. I've seen so many CDMs fail to command that area, and that's where a lot of issues come from. It's basically, if you can't control that area, you're going to get scored on. Because there's, like with Barcelona, their CDM was not dropping in and falling in. And basically, they got scored on multiple times because all they had to do was pass the ball straight through the top of the 18, switch sides, and play right back in. The CDM was nowhere to be existent. He literally could not command his spot, and that just was not helping them. And the CDM just wasn't dropping back to support. It was driving me nuts. Coach, did you see Jake Paul put a $50 million offer on Conor McGregor? That's pocket change to McGregor. McGregor's like, pfft. If I were to jump in the ring with any Yahoo who had a bunch of money, I'd be basically a loser. I'm sorry, but Conor McGregor would absolutely massacre him because McGregor is out of control. Like, the dude is psychotic. He's a great fighter, but he is just off his rocker. What type of player do you not like? I don't like players who want to try to one-up the coach. I don't like I like players that want to ask questions. I don't mind players that challenge things. But when you start to challenge and to really just cause a disturbance to the team, those are the kind of players I don't like. Like, I don't want to have to fight with the player. If I have to fight with you, I might as well just throw you off the team because I'm not getting done what I want to get done. So, when you play, how many practices would you have in a week? I will practice every single day that there's no games, with the exception of Sunday. I believe in practicing Monday through Friday, with the exception of games. And, of course, Sunday. Sundays are always rest days, but I like to practice every single day. All right, let's get to TikTok. So, do you think Barcelona should keep playing with the 4-2-3-1, or should they go back to the 4-3-3? They should go back to the 4-3-3. They need to reset. And that was very apparent when they played against Ronaldo's team, because they basically were bunched up. They weren't spread. They weren't commanding the space. They were leaving gaps, and basically they got schooled, and they are not able to fully utilize that formation. So they need to go back to the 4-3-3. Hell, I think they need to go back to the 4-4-2 to make sure that they understand that there are different aspects to the game. So, yeah, Sebastian, he is absolutely getting too cocky. But, like, isn't he's the one that's going up against Mayweather, right? If I remember right. But what's your favorite type of soccer player? My favorite type of soccer player is the player that is going to listen, give their absolute best, and just try. I just want you to go out there and play. Have fun, enjoy, and listen to, your teammates, listen to your coach. So, who's winning, PSG or Barcelona? PSG is going to probably beat Barcelona. So let's see, Lando My Dando. I love that name. Hey, coach, this coming season, I might play with an older, better team. I play center back, and I'm worried that they won't listen to me. Well, Lando My Dando, they're probably not going to listen to you because you're new. However, don't let that be a roadblock. You need to make sure that you step on that field confident. When you talk, you're confident, and you're not going to take crap from them just because they're older than you. They are your players. They are people you need to work with. And as a center back, as a center mid, you need to make sure that your voice is heard. And if it's not heard, you lay down the hammer and you make sure they understand and snap to attention. Age should never be a detriment to what you need to do as a person in your position. So, what are your thoughts on right Leipzig? No thoughts. Do apologize. I'm not sure. Messi or Ronaldo? I think they're both amazing, but which one do you think is best? To tell you the truth at this point, if you're asking me right now if I think Messi or Ronaldo is better, Ronaldo is better. Why? Because he is taller, he is stronger, he's more of a well-developed physique player. Now, Messi has a fantastic, he's shorter, he's got a little bit better, skill, but right now Ronaldo does have a bit of a I'm sorry, guys. I hate this question. I hate when you guys ask me this question. But the honest opinion at this moment, after watching them playing, Ronaldo definitely has the edge over Messi just based on performance of their teams, right? I mean, a 3-0 shutout is kind of a big thing, especially after watching just the collapse of Barcelona. So, why won't that verified art guy on TikTok act his age? Because he's an idiot? I'm sorry, but, TikTok can verify whoever they want, and if that's who they want verified, then, that's who they want verified. I don't know. Always one person asks Messi versus Ronaldo. Always. But, Ronaldo only scored PKs. He did, but he was still relevant, so... And guys, I really hate that question. I ain't going to lie. I really hate the question Ronaldo versus Messi. I do. But I mean, where was he? He wasn't even in the picture. Like, if you look at all the highlights, you look at the game, where was he? He just wasn't there. And it sucks. And it does. And I like Messi a lot more. And to tell you the truth, I like Messi more, but whenever it comes down to who do I think would, if I had to choose between the two, I'd choose Ronaldo. Just for the pure fact that he looks athletically strong. And he just so happens to be extremely skillful. One of which, Squid, was a PK, if I don't remember, or not PK, but a penalty, or a free kick, right? Woo, getting fried here. LeBron James or Kevin Durant? I'm going to have to LeBron James. I'm LeBron James all the way. Patrick Mahomes or Russell Wilson? Dude, what are you doing to me? My cleat collection? I'm not going to go dig them out. I would have to go dig through all my stuff. I don't want to do that. You kidding? Oh, there's so much stuff. What are some good qualities to have in a center back? I think I'm lacking a few qualities. So first off, you are definitely lacking confidence. I can already tell from that, or else you wouldn't be asking the concerned questions. You need to have good confidence. So when you give, I'm going to move this over here. So whenever I'm talking, come on, there we go. So, this is so much. What is this? Whoops. There we go. Let's put that back there. I need to lock that. No moving. So you need to have confidence. So whenever you say, Mike, you need to drop back, there's a sense of urgency and there's a sense of, I'm telling you what to do. Do it. Because if he steps out too far and he's chasing, let's say, the outside mid's able to pull him out to the corner. Now you've got a huge gap between you and him. If you can't be like, get back now and just basically put down the hammer, you're not going to be able to be an effective organizer and no one's going to respect you. So you need to make sure that you understand the field, you understand how to manage your space, and you need to have confidence. So when you give an order or give some kind of, command to your team, they listen, or at least you get their attention. So how do I get faster and how do I get faster? Okay. Do I need to be fast for the cam position? So guys, I haven't done version 2 yet, but there's 2 versions of quickness and speed on the field. The first one is physical speed. So physical speed means you're able to outrun everybody. You're able to body them off the ball. You're able to, basically go from point A to point B faster than the guy next to you. The second one is, how well can you manage your space and how well do you execute to space? Because you can be the slowest person on the field and still have breakaways, still beat the opponent to the ball, right? You don't have to be the fastest person to be able to read the field. So there's mental speed and then there's physical speed. You can have one or the other and still be very successful, but it's having both of them that makes you a super dangerous player. So try to work on speed understanding, working on speed. If you want to get physically faster, I have to hydrate. Did I miss one? Thank you, Sebastian. I have this on multi-stream. It's not telling me. Did I miss it? Hold on. Oh, my God. I'm sorry. I'll have to stretch, too. You guys are getting me. I love Twitch. You guys are making this fun. Oh, that feels good. I love Twitch. Man, you guys making this fun. Keep me honest, guys. Keep me honest. I don't ignore it. Do you recommend any techniques? Woo! I got 2. Thank you, Yo Squid. Thank you so much for subscribing. That's 2 people. I have 3 spots left for the drawing. Once we reach the 3, this makes me happy. Once we reach 5 subscribers, I will be doing a drawing. And live, we'll be doing the drawing live. Squib, you're awesome. So basically, once we do the 5, I will do a random drawing, and one of you will win the GMR Adidas set. So if you don't know what that is, definitely go look it up because that thing is sweet. Any tips for defending against fast attackers? Manage your space well. Since you're in the middle, center back, you need to make sure that you just try and push them and make sure. Think if there's like a big dome around your goalie, right? And you want to make sure that you can. Joel, I have a Discord. I just need. Oh my God. You guys are kicking my butt. All right. Posture check. You guys are. Oh, I love you guys. You guys are fun. But, okay, so. Again? Wait, hold on. Posture check, hydrate. Okay. I just did the posture check and I just hydrated. I'm gonna run out of water. Okay, hold on. Okay. Moose asked a question. My club has a local and a premier team. I play for the local team, but when I play against the premier team, I was one of the best players on the field. What should I do? My club is a local and a premier team. Does the premier team travel? If the premier team travels, Moose, I would go with them over the local club team. But in the Lando Madando, to defend against fast attackers, you want to make sure that you read the space well and that you kind of predetermine where they're going. I ordered it. Mine's going to be here on Wednesday. I see the questions in TikTok. I'll get to the goalie tips in just a second. I've got two more questions on YouTube and Twitch. So, rewind. Let's get back into this. So, Moose, I would go with the premier team if they're travel. If they're playing against higher level teams, if they're Division 1 premier team, I would go with them. Defending against fast attackers, you want to make sure that you can read the space well, and understanding that if you commit to them to put pressure on them, that if you get beat, you're not going to be able to catch them. So don't give up more space behind you than you can manage. So make sure that you understand where they are and have like a dome mentality around your goal. Your goal is to just prevent them from going inside and getting a shot off. So make sure that whenever they are trying to push down the middle, that you just kind of ease them out to the corner. If you can push them to the corner, it doesn't matter how fast they are. They can't shoot if they have no angle. So be patient. Patience with fast attackers is the most important thing in managing space. And let's see. Okay, so any tips for goalkeepers? Be aggressive. Don't hesitate and be vocal. Don't be afraid to scream for steps. Don't be afraid to yell at your fullbacks. Now, one of the things that always pissed me off about fullbacks is that they always just walk. Goalie gets the ball and they just walk. Goalkeepers, yell at your fullbacks. Yell at your outside mids. Go to the lines. Stretch the field. Stop giving up so much opportunities. Like if you watch me in FIFA 21, what do? I play it short or I play it out to the line and then I work my way up. I don't just kick it down. Build from the back, goalkeepers. Don't just punt it. I know it's fun to get the ball and then punt it away, right? It's so much fun. You get to put the ball as high as possible and you're like, yay, it's flying. Don't do that. Don't be the goalkeeper who gets the ball and then punts it. Get the ball, play it short, play it wide. All right. Hey, what's up, blah, blah? I probably won't get any playing time with Premier. Probably won't or won't. There's a difference. So you have... Oh. I really hope my car alarm didn't just go off, because if it did, that's not good because that means someone's trying to break into my car. Oh God, Guillermo, what are you doing? What are you doing? Would I be in your team? Let's see, hold on. Okay, I'm keeping my eye on you. You keep watching, you will have 100 coins soon. So let's see. Okay, so probably won't get the playing time in the Premier. So Moose, you have to make sure that you understand that if the Premier team's going to make you better, and you will get playing time because you're not just going to sit on the bench, I would play Premier team. That's what I played. I played on the D1 Premier team for the U.S. So I will be streaming tomorrow morning at 8:30 in the morning. What's up, Amir? What's up? All right, what we got going on TikTok? I've just switched teams, and my new team has very new tactics. As a striker, it's hard. Tips? Don't be afraid to ask questions. Ask the coach, what is the formation and what do you expect from me? But as a striker, some of the most important things that you can kind of use to, across the board, check two, check away, execute to the corners, but you need to really find out what are the formations that you're running, and then kind of go and watch the professionals run it, or just kind of really focused on, write it out. One of the things I did was write it out and look at how they can interact with each other. So it is hard. So it can suck sometimes. Do you think a team can have too many leaders, or they're never enough? It depends on what kind of leaders you have. So there's different definitions of leaders. You have an aggressive leader, you have a dictator leader, you have a compromising leader. You have very many different types of leaders, okay? So can you have too much of one leader? Yeah, because then you have something called groupthink, in which case you will not be able to be successful because no one's going to think outside their box. So having a team filled with a whole bunch of leaders of different styles is good. So, need some CB training and drills or tips. Do you have any in mind? Nothing I can think of right at this second. How are my kids? They're great. My son started school today, so that's been fun. Oh, thanks for the new follow. Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream and welcome to the team. So, did you get your PC checked out since when it was acting up a couple streams ago? Yeah, I did, YoSquid. I did get it fixed. So I did a full reset and system wipe, and then I went through and made sure that all the disks were uploaded, or not uploaded, but updated. So it's running much, much better now. Thank you. I'm happy you remembered. Any tips to pass fast and aggressive defender? Any tips to pass fast against aggressive defender? So playing with your head up will help you in understanding. So wait for if they're a fast aggressive presser, so they like to really step too quickly, do the 1-2 touch. They can only get to you so fast, but also it's most important to make sure that you play with your head up. If you're not playing with your head up, you're not going to know they're coming. So keep your head up. What position did you play, or do you play? I do not play anymore. I'm a coach now. I'm 31 years old. I want to focus on a career that'll last until I'm much, much older. But I play in the left outside mid for my premier team. And then when I played high school, I played sweeper because I thought it was funny. Coach, you have to hydrate. Thanks, Sebastian. Listen, hopefully I didn't miss anything else. Oh, good old water. Advice for slow midfielders. My coach said to play more CDM since I'm slower but can make passes. What I would do as a slow midfielder, you just need to make sure that you receive the ball, keep your head up, and move to space. And then once someone steps up to press you, just pass it off back into space. It just works better that way, right? So you want to make sure that when you receive the ball, you're playing with your head up and you're just playing tactically. You don't have to be fast. You just have to play smart. And you want to make sure that you really focus in on what it takes to move the ball forward. And sometimes going forwards means dropping the ball back and switching the fields and then going forwards, but that won't happen unless you start it. So make sure that you put forth the effort to really, make the plays. Play with your head up, play to space, dribble to space, and play to feet. You don't have to be the fastest player on the field to be the best. Why do people listen to this guy? He doesn't even play varsity in high school. Actually, I played varsity since I was not even in high school. I played this guy in high school and he didn't get off the bench once. If you played me in high school, I promise you'd remember me because it would have been an absolute nightmare for you. I mean... If you played me in high school, you'd be crying. You don't want to play. Guys, seriously. I am happy you're in the live stream. What's up? What's up? Thank you for following and welcome to the team. Guys, I have this guy in the TikTok chat. He doesn't know me, because if he knew me in high school, he would be in his place. That, or maybe he is someone I did play and we ended up killing his team. Why do people listen to this guy? He didn't even play varsity in high school. I mean, okay. I played this guy in high school and he didn't get off the bench once. Guys, they put me on the bench so I'd stop scoring. Like, literally, we played against a team. I scored 6 to 8 goals or something like that, and I had to sit on the bench. Like, I don't brag about myself for a reason, because it's boring. Hey, what's up, K-Mung? What's up? How are you today? Thank you for joining the Twitch stream. How are you tonight? Dude, you're funny. Little baddie, you're funny. Like, so we played a team that was called West Memphis. I remember it perfectly. It was a really bad team. I felt bad. I played sweeper, and it had just rained, and there's a huge mud hole in the middle of the field. It was such a bad school. And I dribbled the whole team not 6 times. I scored 6 times, but I dribbled the whole team about 3 or 4 times. And I basically would go up the middle, cut to the outside, and cut back in, making kind of like a big zigzag to goal. And basically scored and just kept doing that. And they just didn't have any way of stopping it. I was like, I feel really bad. But, I mean, that's what happens when we put someone who plays Premier in a high school league. It doesn't work. If I were to guess, it would be speed of play and the physical intensity. Let's see, hold on. Did I miss something? Do you think there's a difference between high school soccer compared to college? There's a huge difference. So college, it depends on which division, but almost every single division is going to have a team that's really better. So when you play college, the physique and the speed definitely is much higher. And the coaching is just much better, usually. Sometimes, not always. But what happens is that these guys are able to train day in and day out, and they're focusing on getting stronger. They're focusing on getting faster. They're dedicating every second that they're not in school to improving themselves, and they're able to do that because they have the resources. So it's basically thinking of those pay-to-play players and then the free-to-play players, right? You can have a really good free-to-play player, but once you put them up against like a college player, it's like they're paying to play, so therefore they're going to be much better. It's like that's kind of in the sense of like video games, I guess. I'm a winger, and I really like dribbling. I dribble through players easily, and I've only lost the ball twice. Any more tips? I also have confidence when running at defense. Sounds like you've got it going on, but don't become the winger that dribbles too much. Because eventually you're going to if you get into the bad habit of doing nothing but dribbling, blah, blah, you can become a very big irritation the higher up you get, right? You don't want to dribble too much and then lose the ball. Because, like, if you start playing in the Division 1, if you start playing, like, Division 1 college, or, you get some of these players get older and you kind of upgrade to the higher brackets, these brackets are going to have players that they are prepared for someone like you that does dribble a lot. And you don't want to be known as the guy who dribbles too much because that's easy to shut down. So don't get stuck into dribbling too much. Know your limit and when you need to pass it off. Do you play wingers on the side of their strong foot or the weak foot? Question that. Okay. Thank you, Joel. So I like to play them on the side of their weak foot. So I actually prefer people on their. So if they're a right-footed player, I like put them on the left side and vice versa. That's kind of like what I do. But yeah, thank you, Joe. So I'm sorry, I'm jumping between 2 different chats, so I do apologize. Does anybody ask me to hydrate or anything? Nope, not yet. Okay. Do you play wing? Let's see. How come you didn't go pro career? I just didn't want to. It's like one of those decisions I made where it's either decide to, focus on family and college and everything else. And my family is pressuring me to go to college. So that was one of the things is I was being really pressured to go to college. So I focused on college. I was at the time a pre-med student. I wanted to do cancer research. Yeah, K-Mong, send me a DM. Send me one of your videos in a DM and I'll rate it for you. I'll do that. Very nice, Amir. Very nice. Wait, what happened? All right, time to get another hat. Oh, there it goes. I got to get a haircut again. Oh, let's do a little bit of brand. Yeah, Joel's. Yeah, you guys have been really helpful. Hopefully we can get this hat off my head, though. I hate this hat. It was just the first one I could grab. Tips for a slow center back. Be patient. You need to be patient. Honestly, don't commit too much towards the offensive half that's coming towards you, because if you step and give up too much space in front of you, you can also give up too much space behind you. So don't be the center back that gives up too much space and can't recover. So you want to make sure that you're really managing that space well, right? You don't want to give up more than you can control. Do MLS academies get... Well, of course they do. I mean, why wouldn't they? I mean, basically, if an MLS team is going to send scouts out, where's the first place they're going to go? Right there at their own home. I mean, it's so much affordable to just go recruit from your own team, because if you have to pay to send your... guys, I'll work on putting the commands on. Let me look into how to do that on Twitch. But, of course, they're gonna basically dip into what they have, and then they're going to venture out if they don't have what they want. How do you increase mentality? It kind of depends. What are you struggling with mentally? Like, are you struggling with getting your head into the game? Do you have confidence issues? What kind of mental blocks are you facing that you could use help with? Would you want to have... I'd rather have Neymar's. Actually, you know what? Yeah, Neymar. Neymar's quick. I like him. Although Bobby's got more strength to him. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, send it to my Instagram. Yeah, send it to my Insta. That'd be perfect. What are my thoughts on Arsenal? I'm not an Arsenal fan, guys. I think Arsenal is overrated, and if it wasn't for their oil tycoon budget, they wouldn't be as big as they are now. Yes, guys, if you can let your friends and family know about the chat, that'd be fantastic. Also, coaches, if I have any coaches in the chat, whether it's in TikTok, YouTube, Twitter, whatever, send me your game clips, because I am doing full-on analysis, and I will be posting full reviews to them to help you out. Basically, I just want to help people out. It's completely free. So, yeah, if you guys have any game film that you want to send me, I will... do what I did with the Barcelona game. And what I've been posting to TikTok. Basically, I will make sure I review it, talk about space that you're giving up, reasons for goals, or reasons for successful goals in your favor. Thoughts on Brazilian Ronaldo and why he was so good? I don't know. Sometimes in just certain leagues, you're able to do things you weren't able to do before. Thoughts on Manchester United? It's my favorite team. You tell me. I don't know. Arsenal is just, I'm not a big Arsenal fan. I just never have been. Right now, with the question with Messi or Ronaldo, Ronaldo's definitely got the edge on Messi at this moment. Have you heard of Werder Bremen soccer team in Germany? My dad played for them when he was pro. I don't know them, but my friend that played in Germany would know them probably. Let's see. Do we have a keeper goal? Is it better to score in top corners or bottom corners? Honestly, if you score, you score. It doesn't matter if it's top corner. It doesn't matter if it's bottom corner. Although bottom corners tend to be easier, top corners are, of course, a lot harder, because you have two opportunities to hit the crossbar instead of just one opportunity to hit the post. So bottom corners are easier. Upper 90s are always harder. Okay, we're gonna do reactions. Let's go review some TikToks. All right, we'll review a couple TikToks for you. Live scene. Oh, here we go. All right, let's see what we got going on here. Wow, 30. What's going on here? So this is the stuff I put up with. See, this is what I put up with, guys. This is what I put up with. So I posted the joke thing about the why England's better at soccer than it's crazy. It is just crazy. Can I go pro through college because I've never been in an academy? I don't think my parents would let me. Yes, you can go pro through college. They send scouts and stuff to the D2 and D1 schools. Joel, I cannot go to YouTube. I can't do those R9 reactions. I can only do TikTok reactions. Indoor defender tips. I don't really play or watch much indoor, but one of the things I kind of observed from some of the games I have been to, play it quick. Don't just hold the ball because indoor is very fast paced. So playing as quickly as possible and controlling the ball is going to be the most beneficial. What's up, Michael Bradley? Thank you for joining me on the YouTube live stream. Thank you. How's it going? How are you tonight? But what do I think of Messi and Barcelona? Have you not seen my 2 videos that I posted on them? I am not happy. Barcelona's inability to actually control the defensive half of their field, it was just disgustingly bad. I mean, they could not shut them down. At one point, they pretty much cakewalk across the entire field through the middle on the second goal, and then were able to easily cross it into 2 people wide open in the middle of the goal. It was awful. I'm not sure if you saw this, but do you like Chelsea? I do like Chelsea. I like Chelsea. They're a good team. I have one of their jerseys. Have you seen All-Time 11? No, I'm not sure. I don't know. I haven't seen it. PSG versus Barcelona. PSG is probably going to beat them. How much viewers we got on YouTube and TikTok? So on TikTok we have 11, and right now between Twitch and YouTube and Facebook I have 11. At least that's what it's telling me. So who do you got winning the Champs League? I don't know. I actually just don't make predictions until we get closer to the end. So that's kind of the way I do it. When it comes to soccer, it's very difficult because each game is completely different. But I don't know. Who do you have, Neo? Who do you think's going to win? Yo Squid, I have to agree with you absolutely. He is not doing good because they're making rookie mistakes. The fact that they're bunched up, they're not able to manage space. They're just not trained well. They're just not doing a very good job. It's just poor coaching. And at that level, it's obviously coaching. They do rely on Messi too much, and it's going to end up ruining them. Absolutely. Yeah, I will get to them as soon as possible. I'll be working on them tomorrow morning. Well, tomorrow afternoon, sorry. Your account died because you stopped talking about college. Yeah, maybe. I guess I could do some how to write a college letter and things like that. Thank you, Joel. Thank you so much. I do appreciate that. How's my day been? My day's been good. Trolling a verified user who's done nothing but constantly comment. By the way, guys, that is an actual challenge. See how many times you can get a verified user to comment. Right now, my record is 21. Dude, that guy just did not give up. He was just going at it. I mean, I don't know what was up with him. By the way, I do apologize. Whoops. I won't be able to review TikToks or review. I need to be patient. I need to make sure I look through the copyright stuff, Joel. So, guys, I do want to review YouTubes and TikToks, but I can't do that without worrying if I'm going to get copyright. So, have to be careful. Barcelona 2014 to 2020 is so different. Now most of the team now relies on Messi, and that is the biggest problem. Honestly, Messi is a great player, but he needs to leave. He needs to leave. If he does not leave, they're not going to be able to be successful, period. I just don't see them moving forward successfully until Messi's gone. And, it's not fair to Messi to keep staying, and it's not fair to Barcelona to keep holding on to Messi. What benefit do they have at this point? I don't know. I think they just need to have a better review of their formation and the way things are running. I'm with you on that. I can see Messi going to Man City as well. What's up, Mike? What's up? Messi to the crew. Okay. Yeah, I'll take the songs off and stuff. Hold on. You know what? I'll review your shot. It comes down to coaching. I do agree. I'm gonna be on for a couple more minutes. About another probably about another hour. For right back, don't overcommit. Don't give up too much space in the middle, and be patient. Honestly, those are my standard advices for all defensive backs. Be patient. Don't give up too much space behind you. If you step up, be sure you can recover just as quick. All right, so I will review. I don't want to hear myself talk. I hate listening to myself talk. That's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm gonna review the shots on stream. There we go. I try to watch as much soccer as I can, but I just can't sometimes, and it's not because I don't want to. It's because I don't want to pay extra money to watch soccer, which is one of the biggest reasons why soccer in America is just not very strong. You pay for a service, and then they expect you to pay more. All right, hold on. I'm getting the thing loaded up. Sometimes Instagram's a bit iffy when I try and get it going. All right. Load up. Thoughts on Liverpool right now? Thoughts on Barcelona? They are poorly managed and coached. They need to definitely fix whatever issues that they are having at their club, because it is not working for them. Yeah, K-Mong, send as much as you want. I'll review them as soon as I get this loaded up. Yo, Squid, that's the problems when you hire an inexperienced manager, right? You have to decide, are we bad because he's inexperienced, or are we bad because he's new, right? Because just because he's inexperienced doesn't mean he's bad. I don't know. So many different things. Yeah, being strong definitely helps. Some of the pro teams look for strength, and they want you to have that athletic build. So it does help. All right. Oh, okay. Let's see. All right, here you are. Okay, so live scene. Give me 1 second, guys. Streamlabs, Xbox. Why is it not showing up? Oh, maybe I need a switch. Let's see, maybe that works. Nope. Oh, there it is. All right, let's review the shot. Okay, so I can't mute it. Let's see. No, I don't want to report it. Have I ever seen a bad ref? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I've seen some pretty awful refs. Whatever, we'll listen to the song. All right. So wow, that's a freaky pause. That's a pretty scary pause. Like the distortion is terrifying. K-Mong, I'm just going to give you that. The distortion on this pause is pretty terrifying. But, alright, I'll hydrate. Thank you. So your first shot, I'd give it probably a 6 out of 10. To tell you the truth, just because it was even though it was near the top of the bar, it was still within reach of the goalkeeper, at least a good goalkeeper, right? Your shot to far corner, the second shot was, I would give that about an 8 out of 10. Definitely one of those really nice place shots. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm leaving it on this. I mean, this. So, but yeah, no, the first shot was definitely probably about a 7. I'd say about a solid 7. The second shot was an easy. It's definitely an easy 8.5. Just because there is no one's going to save that shot. So if I were to kind of go through and give my opinion, that would be about where it would be. Barca has a lot of young players, but they have a lot of injuries. They need to get rid of the older player. Yeah, they do. Do I personally prefer CDs or tapes? MP3s. I like my MP3 player. But yeah, that's kind of what I would say. So this first shot, that shot is beautiful, well placed, nice curve, far corner, upper 90. No one's saving that. It doesn't matter how good or how much this guy can fly. He's not saving that. That shot was absolutely beautiful. That shot was good too, but the problem is that you're kind of already set up to shoot in that corner. So that shot I'd probably give it a 7 just because it was a nice shot. But definitely something that the goalkeeper on a penalty would be able to set up and prevent. But that shot, that's about the 6.5, 7. This is the 8.5. And the reason why is because okay, well, the reason why this one is much better is because your shot goes from one side of the goal, curves around, and comes into the far end. So it's not just being shot from the same side as this shot that's coming up. This shot, same side, same corner. So, all right, Joel, have a good one, man. I'll see you tomorrow morning. So, so with that shot, it's definitely about a 7, solid 7. Thoughts on Barron? Oh my God, names. I like them. They're a good team. Right now, Ronaldo definitely has the edge over Messi, unfortunately. But that's kind of the way I would rate your shots there, K-Mong, just because the way that they kind of landed and kind of the positioning. So I take in consideration positions. I take in a whole bunch of different things when you send me your shots. I'm not just saying, oh, you did a great shot because it curved or its trajectory or, they're not going to save it. There's a lot of things I'm looking at when I judge these. And it's not just, saying, oh, great shot. It went in, yay, a 10 out of 10. I don't believe in that. So, those shots are pretty solid. Good night, Sebastian. Yeah, guys, I'm about to head out myself. So, but, yeah, no, they're good shots. Definitely keep up the hard work and tell your dad thanks for being such a great goalkeeper. Yeah, Bayern can win the Champions League. I do not know the club NLSA. Ronaldo is good right now, but Ronaldo has a way better team than Messi. True, but, I mean, you're only good as the team behind you, right? Sure, let's pop that one open and we'll see. Do I personally prefer CDs or tapes? That one's not too bad. Let's see, let's watch it again. MP3s. I like my MP3s. There's another one. This one's nice for a couple of reasons. As you can see, the trajectory is going up towards, but it's not enough power. It doesn't look like it has a lot of power. It's hard to tell because it's really dark. I personally prefer CDs or tape. So this one I like. This one's definitely an 8.5. Definitely an 8.5. This one, let's see. Okay, so that one's definitely a 9. That one I like the most, for sure. Ronaldo. Hey, what's up? What's up, Daniel Nav? So, but yeah, this one right here, I definitely like the most. Can I check out your GoFundMe? Well, what is your GoFundMe about? What's it for? If it's for a good cause, I'll check it out. But if it's just, you asking for money, because that's happened before. It's happened, unfortunately. So tell me about your GoFundMe. What's the purpose of it, and why are you trying to raise money? Oh. Neymar versus Barcelona. PSG's going to beat them. Neymar's not going to have any issue beating Barcelona. That is my prediction. I think PSG will beat them. No problem, man. I'm very happy. Thank you so much for sending them in and asking for my opinion. You definitely have some beautiful shots. But one thing I will say, don't practice your right foot too much. Make sure you're definitely trying to utilize both the right and the left foot. I wasn't looking at your which foot you're using, but it definitely looked like you're using your right. So I'm assuming you're predominantly right-footed, correct? Yeah, midfield. Even though Neymar's hurt, I still think that their team has a better chance of beating Barcelona because Barcelona is not properly managed. Their team unison is just, they're not resonating well together, right? I just don't see them working well together at all right now. I just don't. So, it's just one of those things that, we just need to see what happens. But Messi also had 60% of Barcelona's goals last season. That's not good. And when he's shut down or he's tired, he just doesn't feel strong. That is what it is. Trying to build a PC because I want to become a software developer and I want to learn code. I just don't have the money. So, how much money are you trying to raise? You can, how much money are you trying to raise? Because honestly, you don't need a really strong computer to run programs like Python and whatnot. So I I do coding for fun. I've coded a couple things. I've coded a couple of viruses before. But you don't need a very strong computer to do computing. Yeah, 650 is understandable. So I don't have any money, but I'll check it out. If you can, email me your GoFundMe. Email it to me and I'll check it out, okay? So, oh wait, hold on. Give me one sec. So, Stern, if you'll send me an email to Shrewsbury Soccer 1, that's the number 1 at gmail.com, Shrewsbury Soccer 1 at gmail.com. Email it to me and I'll check it out. So, send it to me. Let me check out your GoFundMe, and I'll see what I can do to help you out. Yeah, whatever advice you need, ask your questions. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate it more than you could possibly understand. I am so grateful. Thank you. Thoughts on Real Madrid's goal scoring since Ronaldo left? I mean, they're doing okay. I wouldn't say they're doing phenomenal, but they're doing okay. Where do I live? I live in Massachusetts. I live right next to Worcester, Massachusetts. I'm not from Worcester. I'm not from Massachusetts area. Oh. Whoa, there we go. I am not coaching a team currently. I was in talks with about 10 different schools prior to COVID. And then when COVID hit, a lot of seasons got canceled. So now I'm back on, I'm waiting. I'm basically interviewing with a bunch of schools. I've got a few different clubs that are waiting for the 2021 season. So I will be coaching soon. I don't have any problem getting a coaching job. Thank God. I love coaching beyond anything, so I'm happy it's not hard to get a coaching job. Oh, so you're not too far from me. Well, relative. By the way, my old trainer, the one that played in the Division I German professional league, and it also is one of the only Americans to hold a master's in coaching from Germany for soccer, is moving to New York. So he's moving to New York City, though. He's looking for a college coaching job or to coach with the Red Bulls. I do good in practice, but when it comes to games, I don't play as good. So Zeno, one of the things that this comes down to is how well you're preparing for the game the night before. So when it comes to preparation for games, mentality of games, you want to make sure that you're not going to the game thinking that you have to prove yourself to someone else, right? You want to make sure that you are going to the game to enjoy it, because you're going because you want to be there, because you want to play. You need to stop forgetting that you should practice the way you play, but you should not let go of the enjoyment that you get in playing. So it's difficult. What's up, Megalo? How are you doing tonight? Child is probably being Oh, I love that name. But I do feel that if you want to be successful in the field, you need to have a serious mindset during practice. So if you don't have a serious mindset during practice, it's going to be hard to translate that over into games. So, yeah, you always have to go into the game thinking, I'm here to have fun. If we lose, man, that sucks. But if we win, we worked hard and we earned it. But don't go into the game thinking, if I make mistakes, I suck. I hate that mentality. It's not a good mentality to have. You're not going to be successful if your first thought is, I'm going to make a mistake because I suck. No, you're just not thinking properly. Mistakes are meant to be made so that you can learn your weaknesses. If you can't learn your weaknesses, you're not going to improve. And you saw Messi had mistakes. Ronaldo has mistakes. The professionals, they all have mistakes. The only difference between them and most of you is that they learned their mistakes and then they dedicated their life to fixing them. That's what it takes. Finding those mistakes and then fixing them. and not thinking that mistakes are, shortcomings. They're just pathways to success. Traits center backs need. You need to be able to read space. You need to be able to communicate. You need to be able to receive the ball effectively and play quick. Can I email you some clips so you can react to them? Yeah, go ahead. You can send them to my email or you can send them to my Instagram. Oh, I'm getting tired. Did I spell that right? Yeah, I am. Whew. My eyes are killing me. But one of the biggest things that I like to see in the center back is that their first touch when they receive the ball, at least their first look, is to the sidelines. They're not looking down the middle. You should always be looking trying to get the ball to the sidelines and down before trying to force it down the middle. You need, of course, see both sides, but you don't want to be constantly receiving the ball and then trying to force it down the middle. Because if you get into that habit, well, then it's obviously easy to shut you down. So you want to make sure that you're able to receive the ball, look to the sides, and then look forward and see where's the most effective path to move forward into space. So it kind of just depends, Look into, where you need to go. Don't just receive the ball and then try and cut across the center. How not to be nervous when on the ball. I found that whenever I started to dribble with my head up and I could see the entire field, life was a lot less stressful. Hey, absolutely. My pleasure. I'm very happy that you wanted me to check it out. So I do appreciate it. All right. Yeah, it happens. Did you send it to my email, Stern, or did you send it to my Instagram? Let me know where I'm going. I'm not playing FIFA tonight. Not tonight. I played it this morning. Had some fun. But I'm right now. I'm just kind of chatting. What do I do if my whole defensive four can't play out of the back? If you can't play out of the back, that's not good. Work on passing drills. One of the things that I always tell new teams that are trying to really work on being able to play the ball out of the back is work on the W passing, which is basically you work from the side, pass it forward, pass it back, pass it forward, pass it back. And then you basically go back and forth. And then, you count it, and then you send it forward. You count it, and then you send it forward. So that's kind of like from the coaching perspective. But if they're unable to play out from the back, then that's a bad thing for a defensive back to have. So lack of communication, lack of proper training, there's a whole bunch of different things that could be causing that. But really focusing on passing and communication is going to be the most important aspects to being able to move the ball out from the back. All right, guys, I got about 10 more minutes and then I'm going to head out. I am tired. And I'm going to be streaming again shortly in the morning. 27K. Yeah, that's my follower count. I'm so happy you can count that high. I'm so happy. You forgot something. It's 27.7. I have 700 followers you're not giving me. So, I guess you can't count that good. I'm just assuming you're messing with me. I don't care. So I won't be able to do the email tonight. Oh yeah, the point 7 is very important because I will not move far past it right now. I know you are. I'm just messing back, honestly. If I felt that you were just trying to be a jerk, I have the ability to just mute you, but I just think it's funny. I don't care anymore. Like, honestly, I have the greatest fan base, I think, on this entire platform, with the exception of a couple of other people. The only reason I bring out the only reason why I bring out the whole follower issue on TikTok is because it's actually affecting other people, not just me. So I just want to be the one guy that brings awareness to it. Honestly, with my viewers on Twitch, on YouTube, now on in everything else, I don't need to be verified by TikTok. You guys, I'm verified by you. That's what matters. Like, you guys stand behind me. What more could someone ask for? So, Stern, I will get to yours tomorrow night, okay? I have like a 3-step process to be able to even open my email, and I can't do that because I would have to then get off of my phone, which I'm streaming on right now. What's up, baseball? How are you tonight? But Stern, I will do your review tomorrow morning or tomorrow even. I'll let you choose. Do you want me to do it in the morning or in the evening? I'll be streaming again at 8 p.m. Eastern and then again at 10 p.m. Eastern. Sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. I actually can't. Do I play games on my phone? I used to. Right now I don't. I used to play AFK Arena. But I used to play games on my phone, but tell you the truth, I get bored with them quickly because there's only so much you can do. What to do if played? Let's see. What if you play defense but play offense more and feel more comfortable playing offense? Play offense. You should play the position in which you are happiest and most comfortable in because you'll be the most successful. What's my Twitch? Here, I'll type it. Let's see. Comment. There it is. I'll check it out. I have posted a couple of partner drills. I'll try and repost them later tonight before I go to bed for you, Sam. Sound good? Because it'd be better just to post them instead of just tell you. So, what position did you used to play? I used to play... Oh, thank you so much, T2MF. Thanks for following and welcome to the team. So, the position I played when I was playing on my premier team, the semi-professional premier team, was left outside mid. Is there a game that you have been really hooked to? Not really. I've always played just Diablo 3. That's the game I'm hooked to. I've always enjoyed it. It's just simple. It's easy. I enjoy it. You can do single player. You can do all those. Although, I'll tell you right now, I've been playing a lot of FIFA. I've enjoyed FIFA. It's been a lot of fun. To tell you the truth, I decided I'd try playing as U.S. women's national team. And let me tell you, holy cow, that game really favors them because it was just ridiculous. Like, I don't know, it was different. Meso65, thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it. So, for individual practice, cone weaves are good. The wall passes are good, but when you do wall passes, you want to make sure you do instep right, instep left, laces, thigh. And then you just really want to work on controlling the ball. So, oh yeah, FIFA is very heavily scripted. I'm on and off about it. I like it a little bit, but not so much. Some of the games seem kind of weird. Thank you. Lots of numbers lots of letters and numbers. Thank you for following and welcome to the team. What's your opinion on the 6-1 that one time? Man, I don't know. There's so many different games. But if you lose 6-1, then there's just a problem with your team. Like, you have some problem. Okay, because I have an Apple... Oh. Hold on to them. You may get a phone. I would hold on to them. You never know. Also, can't you, if you want, you could take that to an Apple Apple store. I don't have any right now, Alex. I wish I did. Um, do toxic soccer players ever make it to the professional soccer? They do, but they're almost never successful. If you lift, so there's one of my favorite sayings is, if I can remember it properly, is basically you become what you think about. So if you constantly are saying toxic comments, basically trying to start up problems, being toxic, you're eventually going to run into a part of your life where that thought process becomes who you are. You can only be toxic for so long before someone realizes, hey, you're an asshole. And of course, no one's going to like you. No one likes toxicity. Nobody. Nobody. It doesn't matter who you are. You could be messy, but if you drop a racist comment and start bashing people, your fame will drop very quickly. It doesn't matter who you are. So, what's your take on women's sports compared to men's? I don't care. Men's. I've seen some women's rugby teams. Let me tell you, whew, holy God, some of these women rugby games are just brutal, just brutal. Like they are hardcore, like ridiculous. And then I've seen some women's games, like soccer games, are just absolutely wonderful to watch. So, there's just some. It is what it is. Ronaldo or Messi? Right now it is Ronaldo. I do think Ronaldo, just because of his team and his physique. Messi's shorter and he's older, so therefore he kind of falls off a little bit quicker. Ronaldo is a little more still there. I just think he's got the physique. He's got the team. He's got more going for him. Messi, you can only put so much on one person's shoulders and expect to still be successful, right? So, what's the most thing you should focus on when practicing? Success. So, success on a weakness. So, let's say you're weak with your left foot. If you're able to do something, let's say you go to practice and your goal was to be able to shoot to goal. Just shoot the ball properly. You practice bad shot, practice bad shot, practice bad shot, practice okay shot, practice bad shot, practice okay, and then it gets better and better, and you see that progression of success. Well, I thought Messi was older than Ronaldo. Hell, I can't keep up the names. The point is he's shorter. Hold on. Wait, is Ronaldo older than Messi? I don't keep up with ages, guys. I've got 2 kids. Last thing I want to do is keep up with other people's ages. What soccer leagues am I into? Well, I just like soccer. I just like to watch whenever I can. I watched the Bundesliga just because I could. I had no idea. Wow, Ronaldo's older. Cool. So I was thinking it was the other way around. But still, it's the physique. Ronaldo's still in better physical shape than Messi. So, I swear to God, Messi looks older than Ronaldo. So I was thinking it was the other way around. So, I don't think Messi's going to PSG. I honestly think Messi will be going to Man City. I just think he's going to Man City. I don't think PSG would be beneficial to him. Yeah, it must be the beard. It just must be the beard for him. I just always thought Messi was older than Ronaldo. Wow, that's crazy. He definitely looks so much older. But yeah, here's the reason why I don't think Messi should go to PSG. Ronaldo or Messi in the prime days. I think Messi has Ronaldo beat in the prime days. I definitely think because that shortness, like his short statue, and just basically people misjudged him. Ronaldo is definitely a good player. He's definitely exceptional, but I do think Messi if we were to take prime Messi versus prime Ronaldo, it would be a fantastic match, but I think Messi would be just slightly better. That would be sweet if he went back to Man U. That would be pretty sweet. But if Messi goes to PSG, think about it. They have Neymar. Why would you want to put Neymar and Messi on the same team? Because now you have 2 competing legends. And do you want Neymar to overshadow Messi? And it could happen. Messi, I'm not even going to say in ages, but I just don't think it'd be beneficial to Messi's career in history books. I just don't see it being that thing that helps him. So, but It would be awful. It would honestly be absolutely awful if Messi, Ronaldo, and Neymar were all on the same team, because I think at one time the men's basketball, the NBA, tried this for the World Series for the Olympics for basketball, and they were awful. There's just too much on the team. Like, they had conflicting play styles. I just don't see those three people working successfully on the same team. How do you train in snow? Don't train in snow. Alex, in my opinion, do not train in snow. It's not safe. You could easily hurt yourself, and I just wouldn't do it. That's my personal opinion, because you could easily step on frozen water underneath it and easily twist your ankle, hurt yourself. Training on snow is a very bad idea because you don't know what you're stepping on. But it probably because Ronaldo looks more athletic. Ronaldo definitely does look more athletic. Messi definitely, we all know who he is. If he walked in front of you, you'd all, basically lose your minds. But comparing the two, Ronaldo's taller, he's stronger. It just is what it is. I'm not going to stop you, Alex, but you asked me my opinion, and my opinion is don't train on snow. It's not safe. The ground's hard. The snow can melt and then refreeze into frozen ice, in which case if you step on it, you could easily break your ankle, strain, fall. It's just not smart. I would not do it. What should I do if losing motivation, barely training anymore? Take a break. Take a break. Now, I'm not saying take a break and quit. I'm saying take a couple of rest days. Like, just chill out. Don't worry about, you don't have to train like hardcore, right? Just relax. Just take a day. Don't have to train every day. Just chillax and just, enjoy what you have. You don't have to train hardcore 24/7 because that will kill motivation. Sometimes you just have to take a break and appreciate your success, and then just reassess your game plan going forward. So it is hard, Sam. It is understandable to lose motivation, to feel like you're not making progress. But sometimes it just takes a little bit of a chill, just chill. And then you realize I made a lot of success. And then you're like, oh my God, now I really am excited. So the reason why you can't just clear the snow off the field is, you could just clear the snow off the field, Meso, you could. But, it's still not safe because the ground's typically hard and you can't clear the ice off. So if you're playing on artificial turf, then sure, go out there because you're not going to find it. But if you're training on like a grass field, it's not safe because basically the ground can be just as hard as like a paved road. So it's not safe to play on a grass field in the snow. Now, if you're going out and you're playing in like artificial turf, then you've got a little more safety to work with. Coach, if you want, I could make more clips for you to review over the weekend. Yeah, sure, go for it. I'm actually about to get off of here because I've been streaming for an hour and a half. Holy cow, that went by quick. Oh yeah. Oh, training in the mud. Yeah, training in the mud is fun. Training in the rain and stuff it's fun, and you'll get stronger by doing it. I honestly, my best memories is training in the mud with my teams. What is a good defender to you? Someone who has the ability to communicate with his other defenders. So basically, I want my defensive back to be able to communicate well together. Someone who listens and reacts. Someone who also is able to command and control. Someone who's able to understand space in front and space behind, understands offsides, and is able to effectively receive the ball and knows where they're going to play the ball before they receive it. They have an idea and understanding of where space is and where the ball needs to go to be successful and to stay in your possession. Coach, you think kids nowadays are getting pushed too much or at too young of an age? No, I actually think they're getting pushed less, to be perfectly honest. There's very few. I think a lot of players are just getting too much power, even powdered. They're not being pushed hard enough. Can you make a Champions League round of 16 predictions video on YouTube and say the score and why? Yeah, I'll do that, Alex. I'll see if I can do that this week. I'll put that together. I think they're getting more cocky and they're less trained, because a well-trained player is typically more respectful. I think the kids are getting too cocky because they're training on their own, and they're not being humble in their success. They think they did this all themselves, and they're better than everyone else. And I think that's going to be a big issue. And to tell you the truth, a lot of those people usually show up on TikTok or on social media because they want to go on there and make themselves feel better by bashing other kids or coaches. And to tell you the truth, I think, kids are really getting too cocky. And I do think that there is some things that need to change, but it's impossible. Because if you push a kid too hard, then the parents get involved. And it's just like, you want your kid to be good, don't you? I mean, if I stop pushing him, he's not going to get any better. I push myself to the point where I have panic attacks. Yeah, don't do that. Don't have panic attacks. Childs, it's okay to push yourself. Don't do that, though. Travel is just the wealthy kids who are only there because their parents paid for them. Yeah, sometimes that's true. Sometimes it's not, though. So some of the travel teams will be like that, but some of the Premier League, like academy levels, that's the reason why I'm proud to have played on an academy level team. It wasn't an academy, but we played on the same level as them, so we played against them when I was younger. And like, the coach would throw you off the team if he's like, I don't care, I will throw you off the team. We don't need you. Do people in academies have opportunities to go pro? Absolutely. That's kind of the whole point of academies, is to have a filter program to their Division 1 team. So they definitely have a better opportunity to go professional than normal teams, like normal club teams, because it's basically, you have let's say the Red Bull Academy. Well, the idea is to prepare and to, condition these players to play for you on the first team, to be the representation, and have already been kind of programmed to play for that professional team. Does it mean normal teams won't get recruited? No, it doesn't mean that, but it does mean you have a better opportunity because they recruit to their teams. Most of them, they don't always have open tryouts. Some of these academy teams, you have to be invited to try out. You have to actually be invited to even show up. So oh God, that's awful. Oh, I hate that. Fingernails and toenails. Oh, I was watching Day of the Dead, the movie, and the only thing that I could not stand was when the zombies were crawling up on top of the buses and their fingernails. Oh, it's so painful. I can't even think about it. Hey, how do you reach out to academies? I am a really high level player where I am at, and I want to take it to the next level. You just have to go to their website. Every single academy is completely different in the way that they engage with players and recruits. You have to go to the academy's websites, and you have to go to their actual website. So, like for Red Bull, type in Red Bull Youth Academy, and it'll bring up their website. Go to there, find their contact, find out how they do recruiting, and then from there, reach out to them and kind of go through the process at that point. But that's the only way, AWS, in order to do that. So that's a question from YouTube for anyone wondering. How do I go pro if I play high school? The only option you'll have is if you can get into a college team. No pro teams are going to be recruiting from high school. Not that I've heard of. They're looking at club teams. They're looking at travel teams. They're looking at premier teams. They're looking at teams that play year-round. They're not looking at high school. So your best bet would be college and then the professionals. Yeah, so someone was saying that some of the academies will have the coach's email so you can reach out directly. What can I do to not get injured because players keep hurting me and playing me out of the practice? So if you're getting injured, try to hold on to the ball less, because that's what's going to happen is that they're going to basically realize you dribble too much, and if they can't take the ball from you, they're going to hurt you, right? So sometimes just playing quick can help prevent injuries from happening. Hey, what's up, ISO? How are you tonight? All right, guys. I have actually stayed up about 20 minutes longer than I expected to. So, all right, so let's see. Coach, what's the worst moment with a parent of a player? I think some parents are crazy nowadays. So this will be the last thing. So I once had a player that hurt themselves during a practice. Or not during practice. They're practicing at home. They twisted their ankle and said they couldn't come to practice and couldn't come to games anymore. And I was like, fine, whatever. Please just come and show your support to your team and show your support during the games. Because I had a girl who had a concussion, and she did that. She showed up to the games, she showed up to the practices, and she was supportive. She couldn't do anything, and I wouldn't let her do anything because she has a concussion. But she still showed up. With this girl who hurt her ankle, didn't bother to show up to anything. Did not care. All of a sudden, she's better. I had never got a doctor's note, nothing. But she's told me her doctor said she couldn't play. Okay, well, that's your word, and I don't have proof, but whatever. So she shows up and basically tells me, that was really weird. What was that? Anyways, basically she shows up and she's like, Coach, I'm ready to play. I'm going to start. Okay. You're not going to start. You've been gone for 2 weeks and you've missed a lot of changes. And basically, I told her that she wasn't going to start, but she was going to play. And she played. She still played. She was a freshman. She was new to the team. Parent wasn't happy. So the parent sets up a meeting with me. I meet with all the parents. I don't have a problem at all. And then I was basically, okay, fine, whatever. So I talk with him. He's like, you're going to play my daughter. I'm like, no, that's not how this works. You're not the coach. You're the parent. I'll have this conversation. We can talk about why your kid's not playing. But you're not going to come in here and tell me what I can and cannot do. He's like, well, that's not the way this has worked before. I'm like, well, I just started coaching here, and this is the way I coach. So if you don't like it, your player can go down to the JV2 team and basically get all the playing time she wants. But I'm here to train not train professional, but train players to, move up. He basically... I've never seen a parent's face turn so red with anger. It was like, your kid's been gone. Where has she been? Did she not tell you that I asked her to show up to practice? Did I not tell you? And she didn't have to stay the entire time. She just had to stop by, say hi, see if anything changed, and then go home. Nope, couldn't be bothered. So why should I be bothered to play you? So that's one of the biggest issues I have with parents is I don't like parents coming at me telling me what I need to do. No, we don't play that way. I play for Vancouver Whitecaps. Oh, very cool. As they have a team where I live, I just want to make it their Vancouver team or to another academy in higher league. That's very cool. That is very cool. Vancouver, the Whitecaps are very cool. I think they've actually responded to some of my TikToks. So, but, I respect my players. If you get injured, then you definitely don't need to be playing. But, show up. Show support. So, all right, guys, I'm out. I am going to go to sleep now. I will be streaming again on Twitch and on TikTok tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Eastern. I will be streaming video games possibly, or we'll be chatting. I don't know yet, but we'll figure it out when I get on. So, thank you, and thank you, and thank all of you for joining the stream. I will see you guys tomorrow morning and again tomorrow evening. Thank you so much, and have a good night. Bye, guys. Thank you so much for showing up. And to my new subscribers, y'all are the best. Thank you so much. And to all my new followers, it means